Good evening, friends. This session is dedicated to class 11, and the very first poem we are going to discuss in literature, English score, a photograph by Shirley Toulson. Well, this poem, a photograph written by Shirley Toulson, depicts three stages of the poet's, life. The the poet sees an old photograph of her mother and her two cousins, Betty and Dolly. They were on a sea holiday. They had gone to enjoy a sea holiday at a sea beach. The photograph shows the poet's mother, beautiful smile, being captured in a camera by their uncle. They stood there smiling. Their uncle captured the sweet smile of the poet's mother in the camera. The three girls stood at the sea beach. The waves washed away their terribly transient feet. So, in the very first part, the poet wants to say that the nature hardly has changed over the years, but the human being have changed. These transient treatments, they have short lived. Now the poet's mother is no more alive, and her two cousins are also not alive. So their terribly transient fit suggests that human life is transitory, short lived. On the contrary, nature hardly undergoes change, or nature is perpetual. In the second aspect of the poem, 20 or 30 years later, time flew on wings. 20 or 30 years later, the poet remembers how her mother laughed at that very photograph, which was captured by their uncle at that time when the poet's mother was just 12 years or so at that time, and how she enjoyed the holiday. So, her beautiful smile that was captured in the camera, and looking at that very photograph, the poet's mother laughed at how they were dressed for the sea beach for the holiday. So that very laughter was the poet's mother's past, and that laughter that has been captured in the camera is the past of that poet. The poet cannot retain that laughter of her mother now because she is no more alive. So both the poet as well as her mother felt a sense of loss. The poet's mother felt a sense of loss of her childhood, happiness. Now she cannot retain them. On the contrary, the poet also felt the loss of her mother's sweet smile that was captured in a camera. So now that smile cannot be retained. Both the poet and the mother labored hard to bear the loss with an ease. Both the poets was at a loss, the loss of her mother's beautiful smile, and the mother had also lost that very beautiful laughter that she once had. So the sweet memories of her childhood had no more been perpetuating. So this shows that human life is quite transitory, short-lived, and nature is always perpetual. We are bound to undergo a change in our circumstances, and we are bound to bear the loss of someone near and dear one. On the contrary, nature hardly undergoes a change. That is why the poet has highlighted that terribly transient feat of the poet's mother and her two cousins. So this clearly suggests that our childhood memories or our memories makes us nostalgic and creates a nostalgia, a kind of feeling of homesickness whenever we remember those beautiful moments. Thank you. Have a nice day.